What's up, everybody? Welcome back to yet another episode of the Movie Mob Podcast. My name is Nick. I am hosting today, joined by Mr. Matt Sampson.
What's going on, man?
Not much, dude. How you been? How was your? We took a little hiatus last week.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you
Just
were
a
a little
bit.
under the weather, a little sick.
Well, you know, some might call it that. Some might call it death.
Oh.
Yeah. It was not good. Not good.
You know what? You're back.
Resurrected.
Yeah, there you go. You're like the second coming. Yeah.
The fact that I was gonna make a resurrection joke. But then you said the sucking coming.
Oh,
that's how it came out, and I went.
Oh, hey, that too. That's after the show. You know.
I went, all right.
Hey, now.
Yeah,
I think that's what the original text was in the Bible.
That's for the Patreon viewers.
Sucking coming.
That's for the Patreon viewers. Me and Nick.
Yeah.
After show hours.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
There you go.
Lots of stuff. Joining us today, also from where the hell? You're back in the theater. Is RJ Carreri?
I'm still in Gotham.
RJ, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Good to have you.
Thank you. Good to be
The
back.
Gotham Theater. Behind the cameras is producers Max and Josh.
Shalom.
We had a lot of stuff to talk about today. We're talking Golden Globes. We got some Pirates of the Caribbean news. Got a lot of stuff. And then obviously at the end of the episode, we're going to be doing our review of Gladiator 2. And we got some other stuff to talk about along the way. Yeah, why don't we kick it off with some Golden Globe stuff, RJ? What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, what do you think about this stuff?
Well, actually, I didn't realize that the nominations came out today, the day we're recording this, until you texted me, Nick. But I will say, I kind of think that speaks to this year for movies. I think it's been a weak year. I had like last year with Oppenheimer and everything. I was really looking forward to award season, but there hasn't been much buzz this year.
Well, I mean,
and looking at these nominations, I'm not too impressed.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. One, I'm not too impressed, but two, when you see all of what came out this year, kind of laid out in front of you, I'm just not impressed across the board, except for with the Penguin. The Penguin was very good.
So this is TV, Golden Globes?
Golden Globes.
Nice.
So, it's TV and movies.
Okay.
It's both. But so best motion picture.
Dune? They got Dune in there?
Golden Globes kicks off the award season.
Okay.
But yeah, so best motion picture drama, they got The Brutalist. Did you see that? I didn't see
No, I don't think anyone with a pulse
No,
saw
see,
that.
that's the issue. That it's not out yet.
Oh, no way. Okay.
I heard it was good though.
But I will. But to talk about that for a minute, though.
Go for it. Yeah.
I think you'll actually like it. It's a 4-hour post World War II epic, and it has an intermission.
I love an intermission.
Brody's in it, but I think you'd like it. It's about a Polish immigrant that comes and he starts getting into the industry. It's interesting. It sounds good. So it's very Once Upon a Time in America.
I know, but it was the setup that was a little weird. I think you'd like it. It's about a Polish immigrant. The fuck do I care? I'm not Polish.
You love the immigrant story.
Yeah, but I'm not Polish. All right. Anyway,
yeah, fair enough.
We got The Brutalist. We got a Complete Unknown. That's the title of the movie, but it also rings true with how much I know about it. A Complete Unknown.
Bob Dylan movie.
Oh yeah, who cares?
Oh, I kind of want to go see that though.
Yeah, good for you. Conclave, Dune Part 2,
Nice.
Nickel Boys, and September 5th.
All right, so Dune. Dune's the only one.
Well, it's the only one that anybody's seen.
Yeah.
Only it's 2 nominations.
Dune?
The Penguins got
Which
3.
I'm with you, Matt. To me, at this stage in the game, it's by far the best movie of the year.
Yeah,
it
Dune
doesn't
is-
even come close to any of these. It
Yeah,
shouldn't even be a contest.
So,
we could-
RJ,
yeah.
I got a general question for you, and I don't know if you know the answer to this
Yeah.
or not, but so they have, with the Oscars, they have drama and comedy and all these documentary, all these different things. With Golden Globes, they have 3 categories. They have drama, musical or comedy, and animated. That's it.
That's all that comes out.
And musical,
Well, the
musical
Oscars
or
actually
comedy,
doesn't have the comedy.
musical or comedy is in the same category. I didn't.
Yeah, it's
okay.
bizarre.
That is a little weird.
I feel like this is the Walmart
I don't think that
Awards.
if you put
You know?
that-
seriously.
that year when Les Mis came out as a movie, remember with Anne Hathaway?
Stupid.
No, I know, but I'm saying that
Yeah.
play it's not the most comedic play.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Don't ask
Well,
me.
But they put musicals and comedy in the same category. I'm just
Stupid.
saying that doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
the
to me.
reason they do it is because
Everybody
they just
laughed
wanna
at
have
Wicked?
as many. Well, they just want to have as many stars in the building as possible, so they made double categories to get everyone in.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
just want everyone there getting drunk on TV.
Which is what they
and
do.
Everyone kind of knows it's not serious.
As unserious
'Cause,
as the Golden Globes is, I will say that Ricky Gervais hosting all those
Oh,
years
he's good.
was. I mean, that's the only reason to watch that. awards show. But
yeah,
now,
like The Bear. I was gonna say The Bear is nominated in Best Musical or Comedy.
What?
I feel like it's definitely not a
Like,
fucking
what?
musical.
It's ridiculous.
It teeters on comedy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I
that's
will
a good
say,
point.
House of the Dragon won Best Drama last year and was not even nominated
Yeah,
this
good.
year.
All right, you know,
Well
good.
deserved.
I hope that precedent carries forward.
yeah, I think that's
We
a good
don't
point.
reward mediocrity.
A24's got a couple mentions.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool.
What about Challengers? Challengers, anything?
Yeah, Challengers is in
Oh, yeah.
there
That's a good
for
movie.
best
Musical.
motion picture, musical
No,
or comedy.
honestly, the music in that movie was actually a hit.
Is it worth watching?
Challengers? I heard it was
Yeah.
pretty good.
100%.
Just the thought
Yeah.
of
100%.
Zendaya getting trained just kind of
Well,
threw me off.
Okay, family
Yeah,
show.
you never see that. Though.
Yeah, you don't
Family
see
show.
it. They like it's the build up and then they cut it off right before.
Mm-hmm.
But no, very good movie. I recommend it. Honestly, to anyone. That's one kind of like anyone can watch.
What's it called? Shogun's on there, RJ,
Oh, dude.
for best TV
That should
series.
clear.
That should win. That show was fucking awesome. The whole thing was in Japanese, and I was glued to it
Yeah.
the whole time.
So
I think it broke the Emmy record
It
too.
was amazing. What a
Squid
amazing
Game.
show.
Did they bring back Squid Game? Because apparently that's on here, but it's not out yet. I don't think.
I think a season 2 came out, didn't it?
Did
Yeah,
it drop
it's-
already?
I don't think it
No,
dropped
it
yet.
hasn't
but it's
dropped
out.
yet.
Okay, well, it's
releasing
on there
soon.
as a nominee. I mean, what the fuck
I know
are we
half
doing
of this
here?
shit. I've never. Nothing's out
No one
yet.
gives a shit. It's like
Why
the NBA
is it?
All-Star Game.
Why is it that they're putting like all of these award things together for stuff that hasn't come out yet? Because do
Well,
they
it's
really
'cause
just
the
not have enough?
voters can see it early.
Right. That's kind of
Yeah.
dumb.
But
It is
I
pretty
just
dumb.
think in general, like usually, like towards the end of the year is when like the Oscar like players come to show.
Yeah.
But really,
Stars
other than
come
the
to play.
Brutalist, I haven't heard of anything
Sonic 3.
big that should challenge Dune. And I'm not saying that Dune's gonna win. I don't know if the Oscars are gonna give it to him, but
Right.
like to me, it's not even close.
Oh,
Do you
that
think?
sucks.
Do you have any standouts here, RJ, on this list that you've seen so far that you're excited about?
Well, I thought it was interesting that this Amelia Perez movie got the most nominations because I've only seen memes and jokes about it on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
like how bad Selena Gomez's Spanish accent is. Like it's a Netflix movie. It kind of looks shit. Like I'm not gonna lie. And also Netflix leads the nominations with 23. To me, they were throwing some cash under the table, the Golden Globes here. I think because
Yeah.
Netflix just makes consistent shit.
Oh yeah.
So
Netflix is like Drake. They just pump out shit. But it's a lot of it. You know?
Right,
so
but HBO is like Kendrick.
yeah. Oh, that's good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but literally to your
I like
point
that
though, Nick,
comparison.
is like I haven't seen most of these because either they haven't come out yet or I just haven't had a chance. Like Conclave I want to see, but like The Brutalist comes out the 20th, I think.
I agree with you, man. I feel like a lot of no names here. I don't know if that's because of the
Yeah.
strike and like everything, but I feel like the year before, like it was fucking like the Hall of Fame list. You had Oppenheimer, like you had a million other like projects that were like,
Barbie.
yeah, they're really good too. I feel like this year was kind of like a down year.
Yeah,
Well,
across the board. with
Yeah, across
stuff
the board.
content. We've been bitching about that for weeks now about how
For-
bad the content.
Yeah, TV and movies. So
no good.
hopefully this upcoming year is kind of like a bounce back, you know?
Right.
Wallace and Gromit
Yeah.
got a nomination.
Did they make a new Wallace
for
and
that.
Gromit?
They're always-
Dude, they used it's the last of the clay. They used the
Wow.
last of Wallace and Gromit's like the clay they used on all the originals.
Oh, I fucking hate those
Wow.
guys.
What?
You don't like Wallace and Gromit?
Those are the clay guys, right?
Yeah.
Wallace and
Whoa,
Gromit is one of
whoa.
the best fucking.
The dog and the British
Get 'em
guy,
out.
and they eat the cheese.
Let me tell- dude, I used to get
What the
was
fuck?
pretty- that was
We love the
pretty good.
cheese.
Very nice.
Wait, this one with the hair cheese.
no, I get scared as a
How
kid.
the fuck
man.
do you not like Wallace and Gromit?
Wallace
I'm
and
a
Gromit's
bad-
awesome.
I'm
It's
a
like
It's a
bad guy.
staple.
I'm a
It's
bad
like
like
guy.
Chicken Run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Same company. Very good. Very good.
So
Nah, fuck
good.
those guys.
All right.
Cat in the Hat.
Looking at last year's Oscars though, the best picture nominees, like it was one of the best, like Oppenheimer, Holdovers, American Fiction, Poor Things, Barbie, Anatomy of a Fall,
Mission
Killers of the
Impossible.
Flower Moon.
Yeah.
A lot of good ones.
A lot of good
You know,
ones.
now,
Anatomy
like-
of a Fall. What
yeah.
a good movie.
Nikki Glazer
Yeah, that was
is
great.
hosting.
Oh, so I wanted to comment on this.
She
Let's comment on
sucks.
Nikki Glazer because one category that I cut out of here that we're not talking about are these stand-up. Apparently, they have a stand-up special category, and they didn't include Tim
Oh, yeah.
Dillon, even though he did the Jerry Springer style stand-up special thing, which I thought was fantastic.
It was
and,
good.
and I
I
wish.
actually just watched that the other day.
Oh, dude, the only thing that pissed me off was that there wasn't like an episode 2. I thought it was a
season.
if that was a season of like 10 episodes, I'd be fucking over the moon.
Did
That
I
was
text
so
you
funny.
about it?
No, I didn't get a text from you.
I'm
Because
surprised.
I didn't like it.
Oh, why? What are you talking about?
Because it felt so fake. Didn't it seem like they were all acting?
No,
Like he said it was
maybe.
real, but like I didn't buy it.
Well, I mean, that's on you then. you
That's like
dickhead.
what?
What do you
but
want from me?
Do you
I
watch
don't-
Jerry Springer and think it's all real?
Yeah.
No, I don't really like that. I just like Tim Dillon.
Oh, there's nothing better staying home from
I don't know.
school
Yeah, dude. Back in the
and
day,
watching some Jerry Springer.
Maybe it's just not my vibe.
Jerry. Pretty good.
He's dead, right?
I'm
Yeah.
surprised Tires isn't on here for like comedy or anything.
Yeah, man.
I
There's
know.
not a lot on there at all.
I'm
It's-
excited for that season too.
Well, Nikki Glaser, though,
What about her?
I have a hot take.
Are you sure it's a
I
hot
actually
take?
think this is the best Golden Globes guest host they've ever had because I think she's the human personification of the Golden Globes.
Oh,
Not worth
Like
anything.
no one really cares about her,
There it
but
is.
if she's on TV, you might chuckle for a minute. If she's on the Tom Brady roast,
she was.
you know,
She
but
was.
she
You got to
really
give it to
just
her.
no one cares.
She was good
I-
on the Brady roast.
I will say the Brady
give it
roast.
to
She
her.
had some
Yeah.
good moments.
She was good on that.
I don't know what it is about
I
her.
feel like she
can't
represents it well.
Well, I
stand
feel like the whole thing is like her like getting like railed on. That's she goes back
Right.
to that.
Railed on what? TV or?
Well, just in general.
Oh.
You know.
Okay.
But
Yeah, she's.
That's literally your only shtick.
that's her big thing.
I don't
Just
know.
being
I-
She's
unlikable.
all right. She's okay.
there are tons of
I don't mind
very
her.
funny female comedians out there. We can name them.
Name them.
Sarah.
We'll come back to you. No,
I will
don't-
say she's definitely
mind her.
way better than Amy Schumer ever was.
Oh yes.
But
Yeah,
I don't- I
but
don't
I
know.
mean,
That's
how
not saying
fucking
much.
low can we set the bar
Yeah,
if we're
that's not-
comparing against
That's
Amy
fair.
Schumer? What the fuck?
that's fair.
That's insane.
Yeah.
My dead grandmother is funnier than Amy
Yeah,
Schumer.
she blows, huh?
Yeah. Oh
My
my god.
That's what's
vagina.
going on with
Grandmother?
Golden Globes.
Oh, hey, listen, I don't know.
Amy Schumer is not
Yeah,
funny
she
at all,
sucks.
and it's like vile.
Yeah,
like, it's
my
like,
vagina.
say vagina again. Christ Almighty.
Seriously.
What did the Penguin get nominated here for since we reviewed it?
Yeah, so the Penguin's on here
Uh.
for best performance by a male actor in a limited series, anthology series, or a motion picture or television.
All right, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
so
Colin Farrell.
yeah, Colin Farrell. But it's actually kind of surprising because it's not in there. So they don't have categories for everything, RJ. Like they have best performance by a male actor and female actor in a limited anthology series or a motion picture made for television, but they don't have
Yeah.
best limited series, anthology, or motion picture made for television. You know what I'm saying? So they have the best actors and actresses, but they don't have it as its own category. Like it can't win.
No,
anything.
yeah, right here. Best television limited series, anthology series. It's nominated.
Maybe
It's got True Detective, Night Country, The Penguin, the Menendez Brothers, Baby Reindeer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, baby rain.
I think
Ripley,
the Penguin will
Ripley,
win that.
Ripley was good. I was not a fan of the True Detective Night Country with Jodie
Yeah, True
Foster.
Detective was bum.
That show's still going on.
No, it's out.
Yeah,
It's out.
not a good season.
Dick Clark runs the Golden Globes now. Did you know that?
Who?
Who? Dick Clark?
Dick
yeah.
Clark's dead,
Dick
dude.
Clark Productions now.
Oh,
Okay.
he's still alive.
Stroked out Dick Clark. New Year's Dick Clark. He's still alive.
Let's check it
Dick
out.
Clark is still alive.
Yeah, look up.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of
Dick Van
who am I
Dyke.
thinking of?
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. 2000
Dick Clark died in 2012.
Oh,
he's been
Dick.
dead like
Too many
quite a
dicks
while.
in my
Actually.
mind right now.
Been dead for quite some
All I'm
time.
thinking about
Look
is
it up.
dicks.
Man, aren't we all? Yeah.
Thank God it's you, RJ. That's all I can say. Thank God. All right. Yeah. So I liked. Okay. Disclaimer. Nobody saw a disclaimer. Quick disclaimer. Nobody saw it. Baby Reindeer. I thought that was fantastic. It
How
was
was
fake.
Oh, Baby
It
Reindeer.
was fake?
Oh,
A lot of
Matt, you
lot
should
of
watch it.
controversy.
That'll
on
make
it.
you
Oh my God.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What?
Baby Reindeer?
Hey, you guys, can you do it? Can you do a watch party with Matt of that show on a Saturday? Just watch the whole thing. I just want to see Matt's face.
I would have to, RJ.
It
It would have to be like Clockwork Orange. We'd have to tape him to the thing and put the things in his eyes that are open him up like that
Yeah.
to keep him. And you
Like
see me like,
every nightmare scenario.
yeah,
for
oh
Matt.
yeah,
It's just not my type of show.
dude. It's a stalker show about this
Ugh.
this ugly fat lady who
Oh,
like all right,
nothing
no,
worse than
no,
that.
no, relax. We're not even there yet.
Oh,
She starts stalking this guy. She starts stalking the main character, this guy, and like
Yeah.
won't leave him alone. Sends him like 70,000 emails, text messages, phone calls, like just insane
if
stuff.
she was hot, that'd be kind of.
Did you guys see
But-
The Substance?
No,
I saw like,
No, but I've heard good things.
I saw like maybe week and a half ago, like wicked good.
yeah.
Wicked
What's it ab-
good.
what's the
People
substance?
described it.
So
It's been described to me as body horror.
Yeah.
Which
Ooh,
yes.
does not
okay.
appeal to
so
me.
basically
Oh really?
Yeah.
I love body horror stuff. I
Dead-
like the Walrus and shit like that. Very
so like
funny.
so like Demi Moore is playing this like yoga like TV instructor sort of thing, and she's getting older, so like the company wants to replace her, and she gets this like thing in the mail where it's like, take this, and basically a younger version of yourself like comes out, and you turn into this younger version, but you have to swap back every week.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you take like the life force from your previous version. So like every other week they like switch, but the newer younger version like takes the life from Demi Moore's character, and she turns into this like old decrepit monster, which is like way worse than what she could have done when she could have just aged like a normal person. It's wicked good. Highly.
It sounds a little complex.
Is it like a metaphor for plastic surgery?
Yeah, no, sort of, and it's kind of funny because it's Demi Moore, and she's like all plastic surgeoned up. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Good casting.
wicked good.
Wicked. Speaking of
Wicked,
Wicked,
yeah,
no
fuck-
one.
Yeah,
Fuck that
Wicked
movie.
was in there. Wicked's in there for best motion
Wicked
picture,
hot.
It sucked.
musical or comedy.
Fuck that movie.
Mid,
Yeah,
wicked
no
mid.
good.
Yeah, they can blow me.
I don't like Ariana Grande.
She's wicked hungry,
That's
dude.
just me.
Dude, she needs to eat a sandwich, bro.
She's
we got-
the whole movie. I could
She's
see her
the
rib
diff-
cage.
We got to bring her to Five Guys or something.
I think she has lupus though.
Oh.
Sad.
I don't know what that is.
Or
but-
Great voice.
Cynthia Erivo are just like no. I think that's Selena Gomez has lupus.
Oh yes, you're right.
Oh, okay.
That's
let
why
me-
she like fluctuates weight a lot.
She's a baddie though.
Isn't lupus? That's
I
the
like
one that
Selena
Jesus
Gomez.
cured from people, right? That's leprosy.
Leprosy.
No, leprosy.
Right.
Leprosy. Leper, no good. Jesus comes.
Oh,
You're all
fourth.
set.
Right.
Water to
Right.
wine.
It's almost his
baby.
birthday. Big guy's birthday. Got some nice birthday
well,
decorations here for the big boy upstairs. You know, good stuff.
Wear my Santa hat next week.
Congrats to Josh Allen and Haley Seinfeld on their engagement.
That's right. 6 touchdowns, Josh Allen.
Very nice.
She does
Yep.
have. She does
But he
have
couldn't beat
lupus.
Yeah. Losing Uncle Lee.
Go Matt Stafford, great player.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Good. So moving right along here, Jerry Bruckheimer developing 2 new Pirates of the Caribbean films. The films will likely be reboots. Will reboot the series, and they. What the fuck did you
That's
write
his
here?
quote.
Oh, okay. And when asked if whether or not Johnny Depp would be returning as Jack Sparrow, Bruckheimer said that it would be left up to him.
I'm calling it.
Up to
It's gonna,
him.
he's gonna be black.
No, he said maybe I
Going to be
said it.
black?
The new
He
Jack
would-
Sparrow is gonna be black. I'm
said-
calling it.
Maybe.
I'm calling it.
He said if it were up to him, he'd come back. Like if Jerry Bruckheimer's choice, he would have him back.
Oh, I
So
see.
it
what
makes
you're
it
saying.
sound like Disney doesn't want Johnny Depp back.
Yeah, Disney doesn't want to deal with Johnny Depp, and quite frankly, I don't
Yeah.
think Johnny Depp after that trial, I don't think he wants to deal with Disney either.
Right.
Disney's also saying that they still want to make Margot Robbie's film, which is in development as well. I don't know what Margot Robbie's film is. What is that supposed to be, RJ?
We talked about that like a while back.
Okay.
She's supposedly developing an all-female Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh,
a
yeah,
la,
nobody's gonna
like
see that.
Ocean's 8.
Yeah,
and
okay,
Ghostbusters, because those were.
yeah. Guess what?
Just
The
gonna be
same amount of people who saw Ocean 8 are gonna see.
just gonna be women getting assaulted on the sea, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck? What do you listen? I'm sorry,
Yeah, you're
but like historically speaking,
yeah, that would not fly.
what are they going to be doing? What is it going to be, like a floating whorehouse? Like what is what? You think about it?
Barbados.
Yeah, I mean,
floating
like,
hoders
yeah, exactly. There's chicken wings
Or
and
Tortuga.
boobies,
That's what it was.
and lemons, for
right? And Margot Robbie's what, the madam? You know, like what the fuck? Like what is it supposed to
If
be?
I were a pirate
Yeah,
and
well-
I came across a
Ship full of
Ship
Margot
full of-
Robbies.
All right,
Margot
be careful. Be
Robbie's.
careful. All right.
Let's
be
I would
careful.
be plundering booty, that's for
Oh.
sure.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
There
there'd
it
be
is.
some pillaging, to say the least.
Most definitely.
Yeah, there'd be some pillaging.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. All right.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. RJ, how do we feel
I
about
don't
these
know.
Pirates of the Caribbean films?
I mean, listen, the first 3, I love them to death. Grew up with them.
Yep.
The last one I saw in theaters.
Hmm.
Probably one of the
Oh,
worst
my
movies
gosh.
I've ever seen in the movies.
They dragged me to that one.
Which
I
one
think
was that
that's
one?
6
Did you
or
ever
5.
see?
That was
Speaking
the
of
fifth.
speaking
That
of
was with Javier Bardem.
speaking of worst
Oh.
movies you ever seen in a theater, did you ever see that Gotti movie with John Travolta?
No,
No,
I
just 'cause
saw that in the
I heard it
theater.
was
It
How
was
was that?
so horrendous,
Yeah.
so bad.
directed by E from Entourage.
Yeah,
I
it
never
makes
watched
sense.
Entourage.
He's a bitch. Entourage is
Sure.
cool, though.
yeah.
No, I'm not. I mean, like I love the series, but if they're gonna make it, I'd go to just do a reboot. Like no, just completely new thing.
I don't know,
Don't
man.
even associate Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I would
If
do
they're
a
gonna do it.
totally different pirate film. I don't know
Don't
why we
further
need Pirates of the
ruin those.
We
Caribbean.
should make them Somali pirates. Do modern
It would-
day
the
pirates.
whole movie. Look at me.
Black Hawk,
I'm the
Look
get
at
Ridley
me.
Scott to do Black Hawk Down too. That's what we need.
Margot Robbie's pirate ship gets hit by Somali pirates.
The Somali pirates don't play.
Now we're talking.
That's a good movie.
There are so many things. It's Christmas,
yeah,
for God's sake. I'm trying to be good,
This
man.
is a season of, you know.
I'm trying my damnedest to not. You know what I mean?
It's easy.
Season of giving.
No, it's
Well,
a-
Matt, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, I think it's a stupid ass.
You're a fan of the original.
Yeah, it's a stupid ass idea. I mean, the originals. Like, I mean, fucking. I mean, how it's beating a dead horse like everything else they fucking do. Like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, fucking Game of Thrones. How much fucking pirates is a huge name. You know how deep can we take it? Like you said, the original 3 are classics. They made 4 and 5. They fucking sucked. No one saw them. Everyone hated them, and they're doing it again, and it's fucking stupid. I hope it bombs. And Johnny Depp just laughs on his pile of money.
You should write a manifesto, Matt.
That's what I think. Fuck those movies.
How do you feel about Lord of the Rings?
They ultimately failed. The TV show or the movies?
Just in general, as a franchise.
I think the Lord of the Rings. I think the original trilogy and the books. I think are timeless. I think they're classics. Some of the greatest films ever made in filmmaking. And I think the new TV show can suck my ass. I think it's
The Hunt for Gollum.
I think it's a Travis. What's that mean?
Right. I don't know. Well, the Hunt for Gollum writers want Viggo Mortensen to return as Aragorn. And
we talked about this a
Do
while
they know
back,
he's
too.
almost 70? Or
well, his return is also completely up to him. And
don't do it,
Andy
Viggo.
Serkis and Peter Jackson have both discussed it with him. The plan would be to use digital makeup to do de-aging.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Really? How do you
Fuck
feel
that.
about that?
No, de-aging is I'm sorry. De-aging like takes you out of it a little bit.
I agree.
It's like you're just staring, and the whole time all you're thinking is that doesn't look right. You know what I mean? And Aragorn's such a fucking cool character. Lord of the Rings, nothing's sacred. Just why? Just stupid. No, don't do it. Do something else.
Oh, wait, digital makeup.
I love it because Aragorn's like the coolest character in the entire series. Strider.
Yeah.
Well, the film
How
story
about
would
not
be
make this movie?
it would be adjacent to Fellowship of the Ring, taking place after Bilbo's 111th birthday,
Don't do it.
prior to the mines of Moria.
Moria. Mine's a Moria.
Yeah, from what I understand,
Go
like,
ahead, RJ. Sound off.
So after Bilbo's
56.
after his birthday,
Yeah.
there's that time period where Gandalf leaves before he comes back to get Frodo.
True chains.
He goes looking for Gollum, so they're gonna like tell what happened in between there. Because although the movie doesn't make it feel like it, like 13 years or something passes between those periods. So, but I mean, it's just stupid. It's stupid. Like, if you're gonna make another Lord of the Rings movie, do it with like new characters or whatever. Like, don't do this.
They did the show and it bombed. I mean, the dude's 66 years
Right.
old. Well, what are you doing?
I feel like Lord of the Rings is also like one of those IPs with like Star Wars where it's like it's such a crazy world that you can literally take it in any fucking direction you want.
Right.
Yeah, but I just feel like these people consistently take these worlds in the wrong direction. You're right. You could take it in a million different directions, but they decide to take it in the opposite of what you should be doing. Whatever the fuck that means. Quite frankly,
They are putting.
Go ahead, go.
Well, I was gonna say they're putting out that new animated Lord of the Rings movie. I'm seeing it Friday, and it's like a new original story. Like that's cool. But like, why are you gonna bring back these actors? I think Andy Serkis is directing this movie.
I've heard the animated one
Yeah, it's
not that good, right?
Is it bad
That's
reviews?
what Josh
It's not
said.
good.
Josh,
Bad
get that
reviews.
mic over to Josh, producer Josh. Let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah, I'm actually interested. Bad? No good?
Go ahead.
I'm just hearing a few things that it's not good. The trailer that I've seen like 20 times because of ads on Hulu being egregious. It seems okay from the trailer. There's a few things that worry me. Just pattern recognition.
Don't do it. Pattern recognition.
I'll leave
Here
it at
we
that.
go. Yeah.
But-
Do you like trains too, Josh?
I could talk about trains all
It's
day.
got a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's average.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Looking forward
what do
to
you
it.
think? It's no good, Josh, or
I
what?
think the consensus on the internet right now is take it with a grain of salt.
Oh, okay.
And don't have ridiculous expectations.
I see.
That's fair.
Well, Josh, is this director like a famous Japanese anime director? Is that who he is?
Max, can you pull it up?
Just take a look here.
Because they seem to be like marketing it towards this guy's name. The director's name is Kenji Kayama.
All right, settle down.
Oh, he made Ghost in the Shell. Oh, okay. So yeah, this guy's legit. So I think that's the whole thing, is like they brought in this like really good anime director to do this. So,
Max, nobody can hear you when you mic, not in the mic.
I'm not an anime guy, but I'm a Lord of the Rings guy.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell is one of my favorites of all time.
Dragon Ball
so-
Z, though, you know.
Maybe that changes things.
Kamehameha.
Yeah, he did
Either way.
he did Ghost in the Shell, which to my knowledge is a pretty popular anime. So
Right. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, cool.
I don't know. I just get worried.
Yeah.
I
I
get
guess
worried a
in
little.
closing, in closing regarding Lord of the Rings thing, which I mean, I'm not really the one to talk because I'm not a big Lord of the Rings guy anyway, but I will say this, RJ. So far, I am not entertained. Speaking of,
Oh, here we go.
oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, very nice.
you like that? You like
Very
that?
nice.
Yeah, well, you know, listen, I did what I can, took a couple weeks off, almost died. So just bear with me here. It's going to be good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Recently, a little film called Gladiator 2 was released. Matt saw it. RJ saw it. I saw it. Max saw it.
I saw it twice.
Hot ass.
RJ, you saw it twice?
I did. I went with my parents when they were in town.
Oh, how are
My
they? by
dad's
the
a
way?
big fan of the first picture.
Yeah, yeah. Was it, how did I want to know? That's what I want to know. We should zoom in, Joe Senior, right now.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Well, he had similar thoughts to me.
Okay, well, go ahead then. What did you
Yeah.
think? Why don't you kick it off?
Oh,
Go
we're
ahead.
getting right into it.
Sure, why not? Directed
Um,
by Ridley Scott, written by David Scarpa. Napoleon 2023 was their last collaboration. I heard that was hot ass as well.
Yeah, it
terrible.
was not good.
Awful.
Yeah. Sequel had been in development for 2 decades. And by the way, recently, RJ, I just saw, just to set you up here, and I'll let you go off. I just saw on X, and I think I sent it to you, that Ridley Scott said that there is, quote, definitely going to be a Gladiator 3.
Yeah, I
You
sent you
sure?
that.
What? Oh,
And
you
I'm
said it to me.
definitely
There
not
you
going to
go.
watch it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to skip on that one.
No,
Big-
I
big
mean that's
skip.
fucking ridiculous. He's gotta take a nap.
What did you?
I mean-
what did you think about this film, though?
No, it's not awful. So I think we talked about it going into this. Like we were cautiously optimistic, right? We all agreed that this movie shouldn't be made, but still, it had a good cast. We had hope. You don't want it to be bad, but it was just mediocre.
Yeah.
And like I said to you, I was like, I'd almost rather it be bad than mediocre. Because like it has like moments where I'm like, ooh, this actually could have been great.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't I don't know if it doesn't know if it wants to be a sequel or a reboot
Right.
or a remake
Yeah.
of the first one. It's like confused. It's
Yeah.
caught between the two things. And I think that takes away from it. Despite some other people, I really liked Paul Mescal. A lot of people said he
Really?
didn't have the chop.
My least favorite person in the whole film, besides his mother.
Really?
I swear to God, I thought Pedro did great.
No, a lot of people say that.
Yeah, I thought Pedro did great. I think Denzel does great in everything he does, and I really liked Denzel's character in this, honestly. Except there were some things that he did that I didn't like. But him, like the personality, the position he was supposed to be in, I loved, how I am. Like when that line where he says that's politics.
Oh, that was improvised.
Yeah.
You
It
know
was-
that was improvised.
So good. I
Yeah.
mean, it was so good.
That's politics.
Yeah,
he
it was-
did that.
I mean,
He
you know,
operates
that
on a
was off the
completely
cusp when they
different
kept
level.
it.
He just plays the same character in American Gangster.
No, he's honestly.
I don't know, man. I think Denzel did.
He's great.
He's a guy. Even if the movie sucks, it's like Denzel was like Two Guns. Not. I don't think it's a very good film, but Denzel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Denzel's the best.
No,
man.
although I liked Paul Mescal in it, like Denzel was on a different level
he's the
Oh,
best.
than
dude.
everyone else.
100%.
He might
100%.
be one of the best actors of all time. I mean, I think he is.
Pedro killed it in my opinion.
I thought he was good
I
too.
think he did really good.
I
Pedro was
thought
good. I thought that they kind of clipped him a little bit, though. Like I
Yeah.
felt like this movie,
I'm with you.
they kind of like put his nuts on a shelf somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's just kind of like there, and then he like that scene where he gets randomly taken over, and obviously I knew that the plan wasn't going to go through, but it kind of sounded like a cool plan. What if the plan had gone through the right way? Like that could have been an interesting take.
like Pedro.
I hated
Would
the
you-
twins.
Yeah, everybody did.
Well, they were.
I think he was supposed
they
to.
were meant to be like hateable characters.
Matt, what did you think of this movie overall? I want to hear your take on the whole
Listen,
film.
I know you guys. I didn't mind it. No, granted, I will say, like I didn't grow. I assume you guys both like grew up with Gladiator.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Gladiator until last year, like with RJ, like
Okay.
right before.
How
we
did you feel
moved.
about the first one?
I thought it was awesome.
Right.
Like, awesome.
Okay, everybody does. So we're all on the same page.
And I liked this movie. I don't think
Yeah.
it's like close to the first one. But I didn't come in with like very high expectations. You guys probably like had the first one in mind. I just came in like whatever.
I really didn't. I didn't have the first one in
Okay.
mind. I went into it. Listen,
I mean, I liked
I
it,
get that it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be an epic gladiators in the
Yeah.
Colosseum and all this other stuff. I didn't really understand much of the film, to be honest with you. Like a lot of it didn't make sense story wise, and I'm a big story guy.
I agree.
You can take a shitty, low budget, crappy movie with a great story, like
Napoleon Dynamite.
yes, epic, fucking mind altering,
Uncle Rico.
culture changing film like Napoleon
what-
Dynamite that's made for $2,000 or whatever the fuck it was.
I'll
You know,
find
back
out.
back in the
Hold on.
day. But you know what I'm saying? And then that's a great film. How many people were
Everyone loves that movie.
you know, talking about that film when it first came out? And I know that this is a sequel, and sequels are never as good as the first one, but even as a standalone film, a lot of this shit it just didn't add up. Like why characters were doing things. Max and I were talking earlier. Why would Denzel's character, as an example, he seeks out the most brutal, badass fighters in the entire world. He buys them as slaves, and he trains them and makes bets and wages on them, and they are the most brutal. They kill everything from CG monkeys to each other
that was the worst.
all this crap that they do, right?
I'm gonna fight one of them.
And then at the end, he goes, "Yeah, I think it's my turn to fight you." After you've killed everybody else, I think I'm gonna step up. Why would you do that? Dumbass. Why would you do that?
The ending where they fucking had
feeling
both
himself.
armies on the other side and they fucking pulled that shit. I wanted to get up and like walk out.
Does no one think, by the way, like back then, it's not like there was a microphone with giant speakers.
Yeah,
So you have
that's
these.
the worst part of the movie.
Well, this is okay. Well, that's a big part of the film. You have thousands of troops storming over this hillside, and you have another 1,000 coming from the city, and they're all going to meet up. And this is what it must have sounded like if you were guy number 7,842 and you're up on the hill. Here's what Paul Mescal sounded like to you.
Yeah, no, that's a movie cliche though. That's you can't call it. That's in everything.
Oh, okay.
I agree with you.
Name
but,
another
like,
movie
so
where
many
it's in
movies
where it
have done
works.
that.
It didn't work for me, man. I just didn't like it. Do you have all these troops there? Nobody get in the middle of these two guys that were duking it out, fighting? You had thousands of people, archers with arrows. Nobody shot anybody.
If Denzel and Paul had that fight in the middle of the armies battling, you would have had me.
Okay, this is my point. Why would they all stop? The armies were on the way to go fight the other guys. The guys coming out of the city were all trying to go back to get Mescal or whatever his name was, and they see each other and nobody fights. Nobody does anything.
But back then, like there were actually like rules to war. You know what I'm saying? Like they had to have a command. You know what I'm saying?
Like
and like
Godzilla.
that has happened before, where like the two leaders of a army would fight each other, and that would decide the battle instead of the armies actually fighting. So I'm like, I don't think that there's definitely a precedent for that. I'm just saying, in the context of the movie, it was an unsatisfying conclusion.
Yeah, my precedent for that is it's dog shit. It made dog shit movie. It was not a good moment. And by the way,
I'm with
not to
Matt.
be
I enjoyed it.
misogynistic. Listen,
Oh, no,
I
I
enjoyed
liked
it
it,
too. I enjoyed it too. I liked the scenes in the Coliseum. I thought they were interesting. Like I said, I liked the I love when Denzel's like, "I own your house now."
No, here's the best part.
I mean, there's a lot of things there that were
I like what you
that
mean.
were good overall, though. And I will say this, and I know RJ thinks this is a little bit of a hot take, but I don't think that IMAX is worth it.
I didn't see IMAX.
I didn't like it in IMAX. I went to Jordan's and everything.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was like,
Tell them
sitting
where
there.
you sat.
I sat on the side, but it wasn't.
what's wrong?
But
with
it
the
wasn't
side?
good. The side, everything was like, like
no,
it's
you
You have to
wasn't.
be in the middle back.
I get a
Middle
headache.
back.
I get a headache sometimes.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, okay, but we weren't in the middle back for Oppenheimer, and I liked all of Oppenheimer. That was dope.
That was sick. We were celebrities then.
No, we were in the middle there.
Yeah, middle-ish. But we weren't at the
Middle-ish.
upper middle, you know? I don't know. I was like down in
Middle-ish.
front on the side corner. I was like looking at it.
So it sounds like you didn't like the movie if you liked Oppenheimer.
What do you mean?
You just said you don't think IMAX is a thing, but you liked Oppenheimer.
Yeah, but I don't
And
think, other than the bomb going off, I didn't think that Oppenheimer was worth seeing in IMAX.
It
either.
could just be bad
I'm
projecting.
more of a Dolby guy. You know, I like
Could
this-
just be bad projecting.
It's also that, like
Okay.
for Nolan especially, it's the aspect ratio too of seeing so much more of the
I get a
what they
headache.
shot. You
a
know,
headache.
which to your argument though, Nick, is like they didn't shoot Gladiator 2 with IMAX cameras. So
why
yeah,
the fuck
I would
are we
agree with you
offering
that
it in IMAX?
then yeah, IMAX should be reserved to movies shot with IMAX.
Yeah, why don't we just take
I
it
would
back to the 10-minute fucking Planet Earth documentaries they used to do in
Ooh.
2004? That's what
Those are
IMAX should
great.
be.
The-
There you go. They were wonderful.
The thing about the story that pissed me off is
Famous
Denzel
science.
Denzel told Paul, he's like, "Yeah, you work for me. I'll get you any head you want." And then like he got lucky that
He
Paul
never gave him head.
Yeah.
In fact, all he did was give him fist at the end there. He gave him a little right there. He gave him a little arm.
Well, he got lucky that fucking Pedro was gonna like do that. He had that scheme or whatever to kill the emperors. Like he completely lucked out. It's not, but they portray him like he's like this schemy, like he knows it all.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think there's a great movie inside of this movie. It was just buried in there.
Yeah, I just wish that it was unburied and that I didn't waste the $35 to go watch this fucking thing. And
would you agree, Nick? Because you said to me that they went in and out of scenes like too quickly, but it was 2.5 hours, and I felt like even though it was 2.5 hours, it felt too fast. Is that?
Yeah, I just
the pacing was just like
completely bizarre. So you put some notes in here of what John Matheson,
these are just my things. Yeah,
director of photography, said that it's really lazy. I saw this on Twitter too.
Oh yeah.
He said it's really lazy and it's the CG elements now of tidying up. This dude, you know me, RJ, I would go absolutely bullshit. If we were on a set making a film, we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars to make a fucking epic film. And they're leaving cameras in shots, microphones in the shot, bits of set hanging down, shadows from booms, and they have to clean it all up in post. That is lazy filmmaking, RJ. That's some bullshit.
He's claiming, he's saying that's how Ridley Scott operates nowadays, which some people argue like he's 81, like give him a break.
Yeah, but Scorsese don't fucking operate that way, bro. All right? Scorsese doesn't operate that way. That's what I'm saying.
Like as an artist for Ridley Scott, wouldn't you rather make like 3 great movies before you die than 10 like average movies? Like I don't get that thought process.
I don't know. What?
I'm just reading reviews for Gladiator 2.
Go ahead, read something. What's their source though? What website?
This is just Google reviews.
Okay, go ahead for Gladiator 2. Go ahead.
Some guy goes, in a scene where slaves are selected for gladiator training, Macronus asked the main character, "What is your native language?" "I speak all of them." This is when I knew the movie was AI written nonsense.
Yeah.
Imagine asking a Japanese person who doesn't know English, "What is your native language?" "I speak all of them."
And then he says in that scene, hose him down, as if they had hoses in ancient Rome.
Well, they had aqueducts.
There's also a scene where there's reading a newspaper in a cafe.
Oh, I like that. I like that scene.
A printing press wasn't invented until
he's chilling. Nah,
he's just insane.
Pedro Pascal rushes into combat, tossing away his helmet while climbing a ladder for no reason, which makes me think that the general leading the siege is a complete idiot.
Oh, cool.
What the fuck?
I will say, I think we'd all agree on this, though. The best part of this movie was the production design and the sets and the costumes.
Very good. Very good.
The Colosseum
that alone, like when this movie started with the battle in Numidia and everything, like I was like, all right, even if it's just I'm looking at this for 3 hours, I'll be happy.
I just like being in
It was
Rome.
just nice to see that again.
I just like being in ancient Rome. It's cool. You know?
The other thing I didn't like was the River Styx thing with the wife. So you have Paul Mescal, whose wife is also
that was at the beginning,
on the front lines of a war.
That's
this
how they
woman
roll down there.
That was a throwaway.
Okay.
They kind of just went past that. Like we need to.
Yeah, but then they like throw when she gets shot. This is the first scene. It doesn't even ruin anything. It is what it is. Not that you can ruin something that's shit to begin with. But she gets shot, and then I guess he drowns or gets shot or something, right? Before he gets saved. And he's like running to her on a beach, and they're taking her away.
I actually
in the
love
boat.
that scene.
I liked it too, RJ. The problem is it has nothing to do with the rest of the fucking film.
I cared 0%.
No, they were trying to manufacture like another like emotional thing. But to your point, Nick, like it doesn't resonate. Like in the first movie, Maximus loses his wife and kid. So the whole goal of the movie is I have to kill Commodus because he did it. But in this movie, he kind of loses track of that. It's not as they just tried to manufacture that.
I also didn't like that it took them forever to kind of quote unquote reveal that he was the little boy that she sent away in the first film.
Everyone knew.
I don't know why they didn't just hire the kid. The kid that played him in the first movie is still acting.
What does he look like though?
He
looks like Mescal, or does he look like me? I mean, if you know what I mean, like you got to see what the kid looks like.
I actually think the biggest mistake, though, story-wise, I'm curious what you guys think, was making him Maximus's son.
Yeah,
because I think like that was like it's implied in the first movie, but I feel like you didn't need to like reveal it. I think some things are better unsaid.
Yeah, but they don't. But this is when they do these on the nose things that are just
Like
too
it
on the
felt
nose.
too cheesy, like I am your father type shit, where like they reveal you're the son of Maximus. I don't know.
Yeah, it's no good, man. No
The mom
good.
sucked.
Yeah, the production design.
Yeah, she was not good in this.
Oh, can we
she's
just?
cool, though.
I'm such a fucking idiot. Can we just
Pretty hot.
backtrack for like 2 seconds? What's her name?
Yeah.
For Golden Globes, the Kristen Milioti's nominated for Penguin 2.
Ooh.
Oh,
baby.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Good.
I think she'll do well.
deserving as
Hopefully,
well.
I hope she does well.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know.
awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I saw the Connie Nielsen comment here, and I started thinking of Kristen Milotti.
Yeah. She deserves
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was not great though.
She's played the mother, correct?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Here's my biggest thing, and I said this earlier, but this is true with IMAX stuff. You can't have someone's face be 45 feet tall, whatever it is, and you have the character crying, but no tears. If you're going to CG the boom shadow out of the fucking shot, you think you could CG some water on this bitch's cheeks? Like, what are we doing?
She's pretty hot, though.
Okay, but that wasn't the fucking point.
Yeah. Nah.
That wasn't the point. If you're telling me you can't actually cry, I hate, dude, I think it's the cheesiest shit in the world when an actor's on screen crying and it's like, and there's no tears and they're just a bunch of whimpering for 20 minutes or whatever. Get the fuck out of Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you doing? I hate it. I can't
I'm just
stand
seeing
it.
a picture of Lucius grown up now. I don't know if he's got the face.
I was just going to
to
say
lead a
he's not,
movie.
he's not good enough.
Yeah.
He's not good enough.
He needs a
no
beard.
Paul
He needs a
Mescal.
nice beard for that.
Yeah, he needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Well, what did you like other than the production design? Were there aspects that you did like?
The fight
Costume
scenes.
design. I liked the fight scenes. I liked the fight scene with
Most of the performances.
in front of the Emperor. I didn't understand the poetry shit when he was doing the poetry thing. Was that?
I think that
It was written on his
reference.
bedroom wall.
I think it was a reference to like the first movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I want to ask you, Nick. You said that most of the aspects of the story you didn't understand. Like, what was confusing to you? Because I thought all in all it was kind of straightforward. I think there was too much going on, but
it's not that I didn't understand the storyline, RJ. I just didn't think it was very good. That's what it was. I didn't think that the story itself was good enough to warrant the whatever the fucking budget was for this thing.
I think they tried to do too much.
Yeah, and they need this. They should have simplified, even if the length of the movie was the same, but they had simplified the story down and it made it a very direct thing where it's this guy's son, Maximus's son is coming back, and it's a whole thing. Fine, but by the way, there was no sex in this film at all, and it was
bummer.
That actually annoyed the fuck out of me. I'm not kidding.
There's no sex in the first one though.
But okay, but this isn't the first one; it's the second one.
And they fuck.
And they
It's a pervert.
It's the Roman. Great, I'm a none of us would be here without sex, but okay, that's fine. I'm a perv.
Apparently, there were femboys in ancient Rome.
So that you had these non-binary tranny boom bannies sitting around on the next to the throne, right, with their hairy chest and their painted nails.
That did happen.
And they were sitting there all over the place, which was fine. But then you had no the whole. When I say there's no sex, I mean there was like no love. I didn't care about anything.
That's a good point.
There was no like. Paul Mescal's wife dies in the first scene. And then he never goes after anybody else. What's his motivation? That's what I want to know.
Vengeance.
What was his drive throughout the whole thing? It wasn't for a woman, because once Pedro's gone, the movie should have been over. If his whole point was, if you look at it from a scene by scene basis, right? You have Paul Mescal's character, whose wife, they go into battle, they're trying to not get enslaved. They get enslaved anyway, and in the process, the wife gets shot and killed. And Paul Mescal's only drive, supposedly, before we find out that he's the son, his only drive throughout the whole film is to kill Pedro. And then he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
And he gets shot by a bunch of arrows. Dumb. I
think you could have. This movie would have been better without the wife. If you had just made him if he was just part of this colony that the Romans took over and pillaged.
Okay,
and he
fine.
had this vengeance against them. That to me, it's simpler and it's better.
Right, but then once he gets to Rome, why couldn't he fall in love with somebody? You know what I mean?
With
What would his once you're enslaved? So if that's the case and the wife's out of it, now the guy has no motivation whatsoever, RJ. So you would need something to be there waiting for him in
a
Rome.
good love interest.
That's all I'm saying. There was nothing.
You're damn right.
That's actually a good point.
There was nothing to
grab onto.
Yeah, nothing at all. Nothing.
They told you it was Maximus's son, and they expected you to just immediately grab onto him emotionally, and it didn't work.
It didn't work at all.
Yeah.
And then on top of that,
they didn't do the work.
the love dynamic between the mom Nielsen and Pedro Pascal, like that was great, but there was nothing like I just didn't feel didn't feel connect. Like, why are they doing all this stuff? That's kind of how it felt.
Even when the mom died, I was like, eh.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? The mom gets up there and she just dies right in front of him, and like at every turn, what is the motivation for the character to keep going? For Paul Mescal's character to keep going? That's what I want to know.
Even with
road.
the ending,
there was no build up.
even with the ending, I feel like there was no substantial payoff.
Right.
It's like you don't even see him sit on the throne or anything. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
he doesn't save anybody.
Yeah.
He doesn't win the throne necessarily. I mean, I guess he does, but it's like,
Rome is for everyone.
yeah, fuck everyone. What are you talking about? Rome's for Romans. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Where's the?
Rome proceeded to fall not that far after.
I guess, yeah. Gladiator 3 will be the fall of
That's
Rome.
the other
The
thing.
Germans.
It's like I think that I can take only so much of like the historical inaccuracies. Like I get it, like your storytelling, you change some things, but like to me, that seems like a big deal that Marcus Aurelius had a grandson that no one knew about, and that he seemingly took over the Roman Empire, and we'd never heard of it. Like, to me, that's too big of a stretch to do.
Well, the historical inaccuracies in Napoleon were egregious for me.
Oh.
Napoleon.
Like when he
That
shoots the pyramid, never happened.
Oh yeah,
Never happened.
Well, that's when I knew I had a bad feeling about this movie, is when they announced that it was going to be the same writer as Napoleon.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not a good sign. And we should have known, I guess.
Yep. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
You know what I will say?
Romans.
What?
I am glad this movie came out, only because I think it could kind of reinvigorate the like historical epic. Because people are seeing the movie, it's making a decent amount of money, so maybe they'll start making more epics like they did in the early 2000s.
I would like to see epics remade from the early, like the 40s and 50s. I think it would be great to see a new
Spartacus.
Ben-Hur, Lawrence of Arabia. I think my dream, RJ, and of course now someone else will do it. Hollywood will do it before we can do it. But a remake like Caligula.
Right?
Caligula is such a cool story. The youngest Roman emperor ever. That was like supposedly half god or whatever it was, and he was just a fucking 12-year-old running around running the whole fucking world.
Yeah,
it's pretty interesting.
King Tut.
A Ben-Hur remake would be fucking sick.
Ben-Hur. I would. I'm not even kidding. From a non-religious.
They did remake Ben-Hur.
From a not. Did they really?
Yeah, they made it in 2011 or something.
From a non-religious standpoint, I think that a remake of the Ten Commandments.
Oh my God, they did.
Moses 10 Commandments, but like the same length, like the big version with the intermission, the 4 or 5 hour movie, whatever it was.
Well, this was
that'd be sick.
Like make it good, you know.
Yeah,
you know it's going to be like CG fest nowadays. Yeah, they remade Ben-Hur in 2016.
Make it good, you know. Make it good though.
Yeah,
that seems like.
I don't know. I just feel like they're very extremely compelling stories. The whole thing's written for you already.
Yeah,
just go back and make it something epic and really substantial. And I think that would be really cool.
I like that.
I don't know. I think this is crap. I'm not seeing Gladiator 3. I'm probably not going to watch the Golden Globes. But if Penguin doesn't win, I'll be very upset.
Yeah, we'll bitch about it.
We will complain. It's Christmas time.
Oh yeah.
And how was your in closing here? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was nice. It was a shitty day.
Yeah,
it was chill. You know, saw the family, had a few plates. You know, can't complain. How was yours?
Mine was good. Mine wasn't bad. We had some nice little get together, family.
That's nice.
And saw some cousins and aunts and uncles, and it's nice.
Yeah, that's chill.
Good stuff. RJ, how was your Thanksgiving? What'd you end up doing for Thanksgiving, RJ?
I had my parents were here.
Nice.
I made my turkey this year, however, was not as good as last year.
Oh yeah,
it was not as moist.
You never sent the post.
I downgraded.
Yeah, with the bacon.
Because it didn't deserve it.
Okay.
Well,
it looked good on the outside, but it was too dry.
Amen.
RJ, are you gonna be home for Christmas or no?
Yeah, only 5 days though.
Are you gonna come in and film once?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. We'll try to get something going.
Okay,
I'm only coming that Monday to Friday.
Hey, I don't need to hear about your schedule there.
That's okay with me.
But it'll be fine. We'll figure something out, Arch. We'd love to have you here in person. That'd be great.
Thank you,
Maximus. You got anything else about this or anything?
Nothing off the top of my head. Gladiator 2 fucking sucked. I don't think I have anything looking forward to movie wise other than New Jurassic World. And Nosferatu. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Nosferatu, I think, is going to be an interesting one. The trailers for that, I know, and I'm not going to see it either. I'm not a big scary movie guy either, but I'm sure RJ will see it. And I I know Max will see it.
The popcorn,
I'm not
the
either.
popcorn bucket for it looks fucking cool. It's like a
Of the tomb.
yeah, coffin.
Yeah, Nosferatu is a cool thing. And what's his name there? What's it?
Bill.
Nicholas.
Skarsgård.
No.
Oh, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
No. What's his name?
Nicholas Holt.
That's the one, Nicholas Holt. Yes, he looks like he's doing good in this. I think it's gonna be interesting.
I'm sure
It's
gonna
got.
be great.
I heard Willem Dafoe is like hilarious in it.
That's funny. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And Skarsgård.
You know what I'm
plays-
seeing tomorrow?
What are you seeing tomorrow?
Interstellar and IMAX.
Oh, nice.
First
That is
time.
sick.
My buddy Jaden.
I've
in New
never
York.
seen it in theaters.
Shout out to Jaden Moffat. He's in New York, and he said he just saw it. It was unbelievable. So
Might see,
I
might see
can't
7.
wait.
I might need to
I've
go
never
do
seen
that
it in
with some
theaters.
fungus.
7 in theaters.
some fungus.
Yeah, some mushrooms. Go
Fungus.
see Interstellar in
Oh,
IMAX.
good for you, kid. Enjoy. Enjoy. I can hardly watch that movie sober. You know what I mean?
Oh, I've seen it. Tripping. Good time, my man.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Movie
You don't
Mob.
like Interstellar? Is that how
I'm
it
sorry,
works?
Murph.
No. I said I'm not gonna watch Interstellar on mushrooms, RJ. That's what I'm
You're
saying.
missing
Oh,
out,
that's
bro.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll miss out. That's
Sorry,
fine.
time.
I'm okay missing out. That's fine. Movie
Sonic
Mob.
Free. Coming soon.
Movie Mob premieres Friday, 6 p.m. Please like and subscribe. Enjoy, and we will see you next week.
That's right.
Bye. Have a good time.
How you doing?